I went over to his house at around 3, right after I got out of school, and brought our mutual friend with me. I explained my side of the story to him, and he's on my side and thinks it was disgusting of Robert to say that and act that way towards me. I wasn't too scared to go inside since I knew I had backup, as well as his parents being home. I wouldn't have agreed to go if they weren't there. We both walked up to the door and knocked. Robert opened the door and gave our friend, who I'll call Quentin, a nasty look. Robert asked Quentin why he was with me, and Quentin said he was there to make sure nothing happened. Robert invited us in but kept the look on his face as Quentin walked in behind me. We went to his room where all my stuff was in a bag, and Quentin sat next to me on the bed while Robert sat in his desk chair. Before I could start talking, Robert cut me off to say how sorry he was and that he didn't mean to make me uncomfortable. I wanted to think it was a sincere apology, but because of this whole situation, there was no way it could be sincere. I said, "I know you said you're sorry, but how do I know it won't happen again? I don't trust you anymore, and I can't be with someone I don't trust." His face immediately changed. I stood up to grab my bag of stuff when Robert sprang up and pushed me back onto the bed to make me sit down. Quentin got up and told Robert not to start stuff he couldn't finish. Robert got in Quentin's face and started yelling random insults at him, accusing Quentin of being the reason why I decided to end it. I stood up and told Robert to back off, and that he ruined this relationship the second he tried to pressure me into smashing with him. Robert shoved me again, and that's when his dad came to the room, I guess from all the yelling. Given that I was just shoved and with all the shouting going on, his dad just yelled at Robert with his name. Robert turned to the door and stood there as if he did nothing wrong. His dad told me that he would take it from there and to gather all my stuff. If I forgot anything, I was to message him, and he would return it. Quentin grabbed the bag while I thanked his dad, and we both left unscathed. I had a talk with his dad about what happened, and his dad basically chewed him out for how he treated me, and how that's not how you treat a woman. I thanked him again because he de-escalated the situation by coming into the room. Yeah, I was shoved, and Quentin was insulted, but both of us agree that this is the best outcome. His dad basically saved Robert from being beaten up in his own home by Quentin, given that Quentin is way bigger than Robert. I'm lucky enough that this was the outcome, and that I wasn't essayed or anything of the sort. Thank you all for the advice, and for those who called me as dumb as a doormat, this doormat left him. Robert is blocked, and both I and his father will not allow him to reach out regardless of the circumstance. I appreciate all the concerns and worries, but I will not be dating anyone until I heal from whatever BS this was. Thank you, everyone.